Hi traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Forex Report. Today is Sunday, October 22nd. In this video, I'm going to look at the US dollar index, the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the yen. So let's start. All right, I think this video is going to be pretty short because as far as the Forex world goes, all these pairs, the currency pairs, they're still just in correction. So if I zoom out on the US dollar index, had that 5-wave move up, and now I'm expecting some type of correction. And I said last week that they came close to this zone that I had, but they didn't quite get into it. And so that's why I think this is just the first part of the correction, and then they're going to come up for so that'll be an A, and they'll be doing a B. Now we already have 3 waves, but given that this isn't going anywhere, this has just been going sideways all week. I think this is just like an A, maybe this is the B right there. Come on. There, or maybe they'll come down one more time. But then I think they'll go back up one more time. They don't even have to break it, but they'll get close and then still come down into this zone before they go up one more time. So kind of expecting just a still more choppiness. I mean, it could go down, up, down, and then back up. So that's the U.S. dollar index. It's been going sideways, and there's not a whole lot to really talk about. Um, I'd only be a buyer once they get down into this zone. Buying or selling in this area is just you're only playing for real short moves either way. So I'd let this correction play out and just be looking for buy setups. And then when we look at the euro, same thing. They're stuck in this range. I see a 3-wave correction up, and just like the dollar, I mean they do have this little 3-wave move, but given that this has been up and down, I think that they're going to come down one more time and then go up and then eventually work their way back down. So I think this is just going to be correcting, and I'd only be a seller up here, or if you want to play for the bigger play, let it break the low, and then I'd be looking somewhere under here for the buy setup. And pound, the exact same thing. It's just correction, and then it's kind of been drifting here sideways. And this one actually looks a little bit more like it's done. Like I've got 5 waves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's an impulse, and they made this contracting flat here. So 1, 2, 3, and then they came down. So I think that's A, B, C. So the pound looks like it's in a position where this first wave could be the start of up, and then they corrected way down, deep correction, didn't break the low, and now they're starting to come back up. So I could see that the pound is going to work its way back up. And so if you're a short-term trader, I think buying here might be okay, because they've given you a 3-wave correction, and you're in a good spot that even if they do go lower, it should be just reversing, because there should be, I think, one more coming, one more wave up. So I'd only be looking for buy setups on the pound, but only down in here, and not when it gets closer to here, because when it does break this 123.37 at any point, I mean, they could come all the way up here, but at any point they could reverse, and I think they're gonna give one more down to break that 120.37 low. And CAD, same thing. Now this one I've been talking about, like I could see this becoming the start of a leading diagonal. So I think this ABC, that's 1, that was 2. Here's an ABC. I don't have it labeled because I wanted to see how this turned out, but I think that's going to be 3. And so I think they're in 4, and it's just a matter of this looked pretty impulsive, and that's why I think that they're going to correct, but I think there's still going to be just one more down, and that'll be 4, and then they'll go up in 3 ways for 5. So I think the CAD is going to be selling off shortly, but I definitely under 135.69, I'd definitely be looking for a buy setup somewhere down in here for one more move. And the yen, so the yen, just like all the others, just really went sideways all week. You are getting some really big tails here. So there's like some flash crashes happening here. So you got to really be careful with the yen. Someone's playing some games, but I still think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a possibility that this was 1, 2, 3, and that's why I want to see them come down one more time, and I want to see the reaction in this zone. So when they get to 147.10, down to 145.18 or so, I want to see, is this going to be just a 1, 2, 3 correction, and then they go up, because then we got ourselves an impulse going on. So, but so at this point, I'd actually only be looking to sell, but I think because they're getting so close, I'd wait for some more confirmation actually, because this could just turn out that they're creating an extended fifth wave, and this could just kind of keep crawling up and up and up. So I'd only be looking for a sell setup, but you got to get some confirmation. You don't have anything yet, at least let it break that tail low over here. But and then once it gets in here, then I'd only be looking for a buy setup, but you got to make sure that it is going to be a good buy setup, because like I said, this fifth wave could be the top. There's a possibility that it comes all the way down. So I'd only be looking for buy setups in this zone, but you got to really make sure it's a good buy setup. All right, so that's what I see on the Forex pairs. I just think a lot of consolidation. It's just going to be a little choppy for a while, but I do think everything is got one, like the euro and the pound, they got one more leg down. So we'll see if that plays out. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.